Hey guys, this is SLT here, and I'll be bringing you a tutorial on 85 BM hunters in PvP. I'll show you how to reforge, how to gem, what rotation, about my macros, and all that stuff to PvP that will help you conquer. First I'll start off with talent trees. First I get 3 out of 3 in Bestial Discipline, which increases my pet's focus generation by 30%. I then go over into 1 with Nature, which increases the AP buff of Aspect of the Hawk by 30%. I then go Improve Kill Command, which increases my pet's critical strike chance to kill command by 10%. I then go Spirit Bomb for the health regeneration, Frenzy for the 30% attack speed buff for my pet, go into Fever, which instantly gives me 50 focus when used, Cobra Strike for the extra crit for my pet. Then I go down into Longevity, which reduces all cooldowns of my special abilities by 30%. And then get into Killing Streak, which is just gives me back a bit of focus and deals extra damage when I do more crits. I then go into Ferocious Inspiration, which is 3% increased damage of all party members. Bestial Rough for obvious reasons, makes my pet stronger. Then I go into Crouching Tiger Hidden Chimera, which reduces the cooldown on Deterrence and Disengage. I then go down to Kindred Spirits, which increases me and my pet's focus by 10%, by 10. Then I go into Beast Within, which makes me stronger and gets me out of CCs when I use it, which this is another add-on for Bestial Wrath. Then I go into Invocation, which increases my pet's critical strike chance, and then Beast Mastery, which will help you get stronger pets, which is overall good. I then go into Efficiency, which will reduce the cooldown, or not reduce the cooldown, which will reduce the focus cost of Arcane Shot by 3. I then get into Hunter vs Wild, which increased my stamina by 15%. Then I get into Pathing, which will increase my haste by 2%. Then I go down into Entrapment, which means whenever I drop a trap and it is affected by an enemy, that will be trapped for 4 seconds. Alright guys, I'll now show you my pet talents. For my pet talents I go into Serpent Swiftness, Great Stamina, which increases pet health by 12%. Spike Collar, which increases my pet's damage with basic attacks. Full Speed, which just increases the speed. Charge, which you all know what that is. Spider Bite, Call of the Wild, Rabid, Shark Attack, which increases damage, and Culling of the Herd. Alright guys, so gear is where you get your stats from, and today I'll be using my gear as an example. I have full PvP gear and completely unbuffed. I'm 4.8k Agi, 6.8k Stam, I have 15k ranged attack power, 6.17 haste rating, I am completely hit capped to level 85 targets, 21% crit chance, which will increase with my pet's abilities and buffs. And now hit chance is the main one you want to be, because there's nothing worse than attacking someone and having a main move miss. You need to be 100% hit capped to level 85 targets. My ranged attack power, as I said before, is 15k, and you need to be pretty high for some good burst. Now when you go down to my defensive stats, my resilience is 3577, which is quite high for a BM hunter when you will be doing burst, because BM is about killing them before they kill you, so there's not much need for a high resilience. That just comes with my gear without really stacking it. Now I do have the Ranasura of Hatred, which is a PvE item that drops from Firelands, and I've got that just for the extra agi and the hit cap. The hit on that weapon is the thing that got me hit cap, so that's why I have that instead of the PvP weapon. And what I do is I gem for the socket, and I mainly gem for attack damage for my burst, and I also chant for crit. So I always chant for crit to get that up. I always gem and chant for damage. That's the main thing you need to do with BM hunters. I always gem for the sockets unless the socket bonus isn't worth it. So I just did 2 agi gems on my belt there. Alright guys, now I do use a macro for my hunter, and all it does is use all my CDs pretty much at once to get that burst off. All it does is Bestial Wrath, Rabid, Terrifying Roar, Call of the Wild, Aspect of the Hawk, Rapid Fire, and my Trinket all at the same time. Just saves a lot of time instead of going pressing them, and helps me get off that burst a lot quicker than other hunters and other targets can. Alright, now a lot of other hunters and players ask me why I use this pet, and the reason is because it has a move called Monstrous Bite, and Monstrous Bite reduces the effectiveness of all healing by 25%, and it does stack with a bit of venom. Another reason I use this pet is because it has a move called Terrifying Roar, which increases critical strike chance of me and all my party members by 5%, which again helps me get off that burst. Another reason is a ferocity pet, which does a lot more damage than the other pet classes. Alright, so next I'll run you through the glyphs I use. All the glyphs I use are again from my burst, and the first one is Glyph of Arcane Shot, which increases damage by 12% and is my main dump move, so I do need that. The next one is Glyph of Bestial Wrath, which reduces the cooldown by further 20 seconds, and then Glyph of Killshot, which if Killshot does not kill the enemy, the cooldown is instantly reset. Then I use Glyph of Surfacing, which is gangster damage, Glyph of Disengage, which is a cooldown reducer, and then the other glyphs are just little glyphs that aren't really needed but are just in there for some extra little help. And the Glyph of Feign Death, which is another cooldown reducer, Glyph of Snake Trap, which reduces the AoE on them. You can go a little bit different with those ones, you don't have to use them. So yeah, they're the glyphs I use. Alright guys, so now I'll show you my macro and my rotation in action. This is my mate here, Paperless. He has 4k reveal. I would have shown it on the dummy, but you know, it's a bit more practical when you have a character that has high reveal like Paperless does. But first what you do is you open up with the Surfing Scheme, and you pop your macro, pop Kill Command, and you dump it all off with Arcane Shot. When you get low focus, you go back into Fever, and then you should be able to go straight back into your Kill Command, pop off Arcane Shot, and they should be dead. Now, with the reduced healing from my pet, and the reduced healing from Widow's Venom, in 2s or 3s, healers don't get to do much, and the target does die pretty quick. So that's what I do, and that's the burst that I can put off, but if you get a bit more crit and a bit more geared than me, you will do a lot better, obviously. Alright, now see a lot of hunters and range classes ask me how to kite. All I do, when they're chasing you drop a frost trap, they will be, as a hunter, they will be snared for 4 seconds, but after the stand they'll also still be slow. Alright guys, this brings me to the end of my video, and I'd like to thank you all for actually spending the time to watch my video on a tutorial on how to play BM Hunter PvP. Hope you learned from it, and please rate, comment, subscribe to my channel, HunterAway, and you know, stay safe and have fun in the world of Warcraft. Thank you very much.